Alright guys, welcome to day number 21, I think, or 22. But yeah, I hope I've not messed this up, because it's the 21st as I'm recording this. I think I've got, that's 22nd today, 25, 20, no, we're on track. It's day number 22 of a very too old Christmas. And could I look any more like I've not wanted to put any fucking effort into a video? I'm just a disrespectful fuck and I don't care. Anyway, so can't remember what number it is today, but what beer are we going to be drinking? That's not the beer either, because I've pulled out the wrong one. Just bear with me 1 second. Where the fuck did I put that beer? Bear with me 1 second, and I shall be right back.
"20 minutes later."
I am a fucking dick. So, it was actually in the box directly underneath me. The thing that threw me off is I thought I accidentally... So I've thrown away the next, or one of the next numbers, and I thought the beer that was in there was today's beer. But it's not, because I've actually not thrown away the... number. So it's number 17 today, hopefully. But yeah, all of that work, all of that effort for nothing, because it's another saison, but it's brewed with blueberries. So we've got a bottle of Mr. Blue. So this is clocking in at 7%, so it's imperial as well, which, you know, 7% with blueberries. We're off to a good start. Traditions yet again, we deliver a mixed malt saison brewed with blueberries, rye for spice, wheat and oats for mouthfeel, then balance with delicious blueberries. But yeah, I have had, I think it was the Mr. Blonde or Mr. Pink, I can't remember, from the 2 Old series. Review will be in the 2 Old playlist. But yeah, anyway, this has gone on for long enough. Let's get the beer opened and see what we get. Not chilled down, so that's probably going to work. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm liking this beer now. And with the sheer colour, there's a fuck ton of blueberries in this. And I can smell a fuck ton of blueberries from here. And it's actually stained my skin where it's spilt. So yeah, beer in a glass, and how lovely and dense does that look? It's like you've just mashed up loads of blueberries in your hand and poured it in some other body of liquid and it's infused. But beer poured with about 1 finger's worth of a lovely pinkish head. Very pink, very sort of purple almost. It's got purple hue to it, then a redness, then a blue note. It's looking good and it smells absolutely gorgeous so far. So let's have another sniff. Oh, it's just like blueberry juice. Or actually, it's more like a... You know, in the UK, I'm sure there's... every country's got their own brand. Or it might be just a different name for a brand that's owned by one company. You know Ribena? This smells like Ribena or Vimto. But yeah, it smells like cordial. It smells like pure fruity cordial. Berry, you know, one of those mixed berry cordials. But then you get that lovely sweetened blueberry, almost like blueberry pie character, like as if it's been used in a dessert. And then the muskiness of the style itself is mixing really nicely with this slight peppery rye character coming through. it's smelling absolutely ridiculously good. So I've perked up a little bit. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Just shows you how prejudiced I am towards beer styles, doesn't it? When I'm starting off all like annoyed, but then kind of blown away. But the proof is in the taste, or the proof is in the pudding. Something in the tasting. I don't know. Just give it a taste. Cheers. Back down to earth, because the saison-like qualities are stopping this from being a lovely beer. That first initial flavour is this lovely burst of blueberry. Then you get the spiciness of the rye, a little bit drying as well. Then you get that like overbrewed yeasty tea flavour, which is a flavour profile I'm not a big fan of with these sorts of styles of beer from this part of the world. Do you know what I mean? But it's got a lovely mouthfeel to it. Those oats definitely doing the job. It's repeating on me already. ABV masked really nicely. Do you know what? Those blueberries are the saving grace of this beer. And if you, see, now this is the thing, right? If they can put this amount of blueberries and make it work in a saison, a rustique saison, why aren't we doing more like pale ales or IPAs where we have this sort of like intense blueberry flavour? Because sometimes when you have like a berry IPA or like a hedgerow IPA or something like that, you get slight flavour notes. This is really big and bold on the blueberry. Not too sweet. It doesn't go into synthetic level. It's like you've got, you know, all those tart blueberries that you get in the little plastic packets. The ones that give you that nice surprise because everyone's just like, nice and smooth. And there's, then you have that bite of that one that's got like the really tart juice. You're getting that sort of character. And that aspect of this beer is absolutely gorgeous. So I'd love to see that in more IPAs and pale ales. I've had a few where you do get that, and it works brilliantly. I mean, one of my favourite beers of 2017, or was it 2016 now? I can't remember. Was Beautiful Blueberries by Odyssey. That was absolutely gorgeous. But I've had a few standout examples. I might be going over the top here, but I'd love that flavour profile in more lighter beers because it works brilliantly. This, it's working well. You do get that sort of like characterful saison character with the rustic, so I guess it's sort of like an old-fashioned, more traditional take on the style. I'm not too sure. Probably why it's a little bit darker anyway. But then you put those blueberries in and it just changes it ridiculously. And though I'm not the biggest fan of style, and I do characteristics in this beer that just help fortify my distaste towards the style, this is drinking really nicely. But to me, this is more of like an end of the night drink, and I'm actually due to go see my younger brother's band at probably one of the worst pubs locally that you could pick to do a gig. So I'm sure I'll be on the Milds or the Feekstons while I'm there. Won't be there for long, that's for sure. So yeah, I think this is gonna, if I end up drinking tonight, because I've already had a few drinks because it was the works Christmas dinner, and everyone else was going back to work except for like 4 of us, so we just ended up sitting, getting our drink on. So yeah, I've been drinking today, and I think this is going to cause some trouble. And it's one of those ones you'd like to end the night on. You know, if you got like a 750ml bottle of this, that might be like aged, like age this in something like cognac barrels or Madeira barrels, that sort of thing, because it is a complex, robust beer. And it'd be great as a sharing beer, but it's also works wonderfully if this was the last beer of the night. You end on a high, you go about your business, and you brace for the hangover the next day. But it starts off so nice, but then it's the mid to back end that just does not appeal to me. But it's a wonderfully blended beer. It's a wonderfully brewed beer. So in terms of a rating, I'm actually going to give this a 7 out of 10 because I would happily try this again. I'd like to try this barrel aged. Really think that this could work wonders in not like a whiskey barrel or just a general oak barrel, but like a really strong fortified wine barrel would be wonderful for a beer like this. Because I can imagine some of those flavours just getting more complexity and maybe maturing it with blueberries in the barrel. Or is that a bit too much? Am I asking for too much there? I don't know. To all, if you're watching this, then you can name it after me. I know you've already got a Mr. Blonde, but it doesn't matter. Peter's Brew, you can call it that if you'd like. Or any other brewery or brewer watching this. You know, you don't have to give me any proceeds. You don't have to give me any royalties or like upfront millions or anything like that. Just send a few bottles my way and reap the benefits of my masterful palate. Anyway, ignore all of that because that's false and stupid and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But yeah, this is a lovely little beer actually. The more I'm drinking it, the more I'm enjoying it. It's still a bit heavy on the stomach though. Carbonation is just because I've been drinking today, so the carbonation, that's not, yeah, whatever. But oh, that first flavour, the tartness of the blueberries on the back of your tongue, that's wonderful. But then the reality that it's a saison comes into play. But I've had much worse and I've enjoyed much worse. Much less. I've enjoyed, I don't know what I'm trying to say, just coming up to the final 2 days. So there's a battle between 2 different beers. So let's see what tomorrow's beer will be. So for the penultimate beer of A Very Too Old Christmas, we're going over to Sweet 16. Now, if you're an American child who was spoilt, then 16 will be a number that sticks in your head until you reach 17 when you get spoilt by your rich parents, then up till 18 when you get spoiled by your rich parents, 21 you get spoiled by your rich parents, and then from that point on you spoil yourself with your parents' rich, you know, your rich parents' money, and then after that you spoil yourself with your wife or husband's millions. So yeah, Sweet 16, wonderful number. Anyway, so anticlimactic. Can't talk today. This has been an horrible. What the fuck is going on? I'm sick of this bullshit. Anyway, thank you for watching and hopefully you'll join me tomorrow. See you guys later.